And I'm Jenny Milkowski in for Ginger Jeffries. Thank you for joining us. Well, the defense rests in the Dante Wright case after ex-Minnesota police officer Kim Potter had an emotional breakdown on the stand. Potter took to the stand today saying she didn't plan to use deadly force while trying to apprehend Wright over a weapons charge. Potter became emotional as she described the scene on April 11th, right before she shot the 20-year-old.
What did you do?
We were struggling. We were trying to keep him from driving away. It just went chaotic. And then I remember yelling, "Taser, taser, taser," and nothing happened. And then he told me I shot him.
Can you proceed, or you...
Yes, it's fine.
While under cross-examination, Potter said she was so distraught, she said she wasn't able to carry out the rest of her duties.
I just shot somebody. I've never done that.
You'd agree that as a police officer, you have the duty to render aid and communicate information to other officers, right?
Yes.
And it's part of your job to assist those who are hurt or injured, true?
Yes.
And to communicate to other officers what you know about a particular scene, right?
Yes.
Give them whatever information you can to help them do their jobs, to help render assistance, things like that, right?
Yes.
But you didn't do any of those things on April 11th, did you?
No.
You stopped doing your job completely. You didn't communicate what happened over the radio, right?
No.
You didn't make sure any officers knew what you had just done, right?
No.
You didn't run down the street and try to save Dante Wright's life, did you?
No.
Potter is charged with first and second-degree manslaughter, and she faces up to 15 years in prison if she is convicted. Closing arguments are slated to start on Monday. A record-setting fentanyl drug bust happened in Arizona. Police there seized more than $9 million worth of fentanyl. The haul included more than 1.7 million pills, 10 kilograms of powdered fentanyl, and 1 pound of meth, recovered from storage units and homes in the Scottsdale area. The state's attorney general said that drug stash was, quote, enough to kill more than half the population of the state of Arizona. Now, overall, more than 9.5 million fentanyl pills have been seized in Arizona just this year. Now, with the latest armed forces dismissal, the Marine Corps has discharged 103 Marines for refusing the mandated vaccine. At least 90% of the Marine Corps has received at least one dose. The other branches have already started reprimanding service members, and discharges are set to come in January. The Pentagon enacted this mandatory vaccine order earlier this year. Christmas is about a week away. I think we mentioned it at the top of the show, so I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. We may still have a few days, but the gift of crowded airports, well, we already have that. The TSA says it screened more than 2 million people yesterday. That is the highest number since December 5th. The TSA says about 21 million people will fly between December 23rd and January 3rd. So according to United Airlines, they think the busiest time at the airports will be between right now and next Thursday.
Join the party?
I want to join the party. Dan, I didn't know that you skated in Chicago. You know that I'm from Chicago.
Oh, I did not know you were from Chicago.
I am.
Because half of my family is still there in Chicago. Oh, yeah. I played with the Wilmette All-Stars. Do you know where Wilmette is?
I do. I went to high school up there.
Yeah, I played in the Glenview League. Oh my gosh, yeah. So we're from the same area. We'll have to chat about this sometime.
Wow.
So yeah, I grew up in Chicago. There was a time when we lived in Glenview, in a little place called Glenview, before we moved to Winnetka, and we had the north branch of the Chicago River in our backyard, and there were certain days where we could skate to school. Me and my brothers would strap on our skates and actually skate to school on the north branch of the Chicago River.
This is
so
true.
Yeah.
Listen,
So
I
I
would
miss
love
it.
to continue
I
this
don't
personal
really-
conversation on air, but I feel like we should wrap it up. we'll chat after the show.
We'll do it some other time.
But there are a lot of Chicagoans
got
here
it.
in San
All right,
Diego,
then.
so I don't feel too bad. All right, thanks, Dan.
What's the Chicago accent? Because you kind of did one.
It's like the hard A, like
Well, like-
Chicago.
Chicago.
Okay.
Like, do a sentence.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Man, that's probably pretty Chicago too. It's just like harsh. It's that harsh
like-
Midwestern accent.
But it's not really New York, and it's not Boston.
No, it's a little gentler. Or you can do like what, Saturday Night Live really does the hardcore, like the Bears. 4:21 on a Friday. All right, let the Christmas countdown commence. So we're still about 9 days away from Santa sneaking into your home, which sounds a little creepy. But San Diego has already been spreading the cheer. We've got Mayor of National City, Alejandra Sotelo Solis, with me now to talk about how her city is celebrating. And first, we want to chat about a really fun workshop you just had where kids learned to make a traditional Filipino parol. Did I say that right, Mayor?
Correct.
Well, Starlight Circle in Santee has commenced its yearly Christmas tradition of extreme decorating. It's a tradition that started back in 1984. Now, if you take a walk just off North Magnolia Avenue, it's not too far from Santana High School, you will find a Christmas community like no other. Joining us now to talk more about this special neighborhood, Jeannie Nemec. Hi, Jeannie.
Hi.
So I think it was my first night here at KOSI. I was lucky enough to go out to Starlight Circle. What an amazing spot. For people who don't know what it is, please enlighten us, literally with lights.
Let's start this with a question for young Jennifer Milkman. You call Chicago your bread and butter, right? Do I have that correct?
Well, I was born and raised there. It's
Okay.
not making me any money these days.
No bread, no butter coming out of there.
It's gonna get soggy.
Yeah.
Oh no, the
boy.
presents. I just learned that I'm older than The Simpsons. I'm not sure what to make of that information. Moving on, we're sharing some big baby news today, legitimately big. Disney shared a birth announcement of its newest white rhino today. So here it is. The spunky calf still doesn't have a name, by the way, but was born to Mama Lola back in early November at Disney's Animal Kingdom. This is the third white rhino Disney has welcomed within the past 13 months. Disney says this is all a part of their species survival plans to ensure the responsible breeding of endangered species. By the way, white rhinos are an endangered species with a near threatened status. This unnamed baby calf will hang out with its mom for quite some time before joining a crash, which is a group of rhinos, by the way, in their habitat on the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Coming up in the next hour of Good Evening San Diego, in the wake of so many cities trying to defund the police or cut departments, the city of El Cajon is actually expanding their police department. One person was found dead today in a house fire in Poway, so the home located on Crocker and Mountain Road was fully engulfed by the time the Poway Fire Department arrived. A deputy spotted the fire at around 2:30 in the morning, tried to see if anyone was inside the house by breaking windows. That's when the deputy noticed a body lying in the bedroom. The person was pronounced dead at the scene, still has not been identified. We're still waiting for more information on what caused that fatal fire.
Gates on,
I
come
know.
cruise around. Yes, I'm right here.
And then I would face plant. How come they didn't let you operate the Zamboni? They don't trust you?
Oh, well, I didn't ask them, but they probably don't trust me, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
I might get a little crazy on that thing and start doing donuts.
I would like to
You know
see
what I
it.
mean?
Hey, you know what?
So-
Logan and I were doing a little bit of research. Listen to this, sir. Do you know who invented the Zamboni? Frank Joseph Zamboni
Johnny's-
Jr.
I was going to say Johnny Zamboni.
Mr.
But,
Mr.
it was Joe. It was
Frankie.
Mr. Zamboni.
Yeah. No, wait, hold on. Listen. So he was
Holy
born
cow.
in 1901. He was
Yeah.
in California for a bit, and he was in Chicago, and he invented the ice rink clearer called the Zamboni. So there's your little history lesson for the
Oh
day.
my gosh. I did not know that. A guy from California moves to Chicago and invents the Zamboni that is being used every day to this day on every ice skating rink in America and probably across the world.
Yeah, how cool
I
is
have
that?
a feeling.
Well, a surprisingly hot spot to do your holiday shopping is the city of Santee. Why is that surprising? Hey, the seemingly small town actually has 168 national chain retailers, restaurants to meet all of your shopping needs. Mayor of Santee, John Minto, is here now to talk more about this. Well, that is not the mayor. That is... Mayor, you've changed so much since I've last seen you. My friend, please introduce yourself to the masses. Thank you, or should I call you Mr. Mayor? I don't know. Either one.
You call me whatever you like.
Bye, Tio. Have a good night. We've got Geoff Allen here with us to tell us all about it. Hello.
It's Jeff. It's Jeff, like the old Jeffrey Giraffe, but, that's okay.
It's spelled so fancy, Jeff, that I just, wanted to. Geoff.
That's all right.
Mary Taj. Thank you, Jeff. Have a good night.
You too.
Geoff Alon. Not Alan.
It's spelled Geoff.
Brandon
It's spelled
Stone.
I was trying to get my eyes adjusted after all that light was hitting me. Goodness gracious.
Mr. Stone.
My man was rolling.
Jenny, it's been so nice to have you in the last few days.
You're so sweet.
We love you. Have a great
I wish we were
weekend.
closer.
Air hug.
But alas, air hug.
Yes.
I know.
Hey, thank you, friends. Yo, I just said yo. I don't know why yo just came out.
Yo. Yo, what up?
I did not mean to say yo. Hello, you. The holidays are almost here, and it's time to break out those ugly Christmas sweaters.
Yeah.
You know how news people like to talk about, calendar days? Well, guess what? Today is National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. Wish I would have known ahead of time because I would have, quickly did a change.
Thrown it on there.
Yeah.
Is yours pretty ugly?
Nah, they're cute.
A cute, ugly one.
Yeah.
What's on it?
A cat and then little lights, so the cat lights up.
Nice.
Yeah,
I love it. All right. And with that, thanks for joining us this evening.
Yeah, hopefully you're wearing your ugly sweater at home or maybe you're out tonight. We hope you will join us tonight for the KUSI News at 10 and 11. Until then, we've got Merry Christmas by Ed Sheeran and Elton John. Have a great night.